Okay, I'm locking in today. I'm locking in today, no more fucking around. You understand what that means? Robobong. Robono. Robono. Today's been a really bad day so far. So, the weather guy said, it's going to be 24 to 23 C today. I look outside my window and 3 of my plants are on fire, and I'm like, someone's lying. So, after bringing all of my plants back indoors and, like, putting out the smolder, I grabbed a thermometer and measured the temperature myself. It's 32 C outside. So, the weatherman is wrong by a whole 10 degrees. Fantastic. And on top of that, I was like, you know what? I'm sweating so much. I'm boiling. I'm tired. Let me just enjoy this nice chicken sandwich. Ate the chicken sandwich, puked immediately. I think I got some kind of food poisoning, and I still don't feel great. Still don't feel amazing. At least my reaction time for such a dietary thing was instant. Because I know some people, they can sit and linger on that for quite some time, and it can make them sick for a really long time, but luckily for me, if you can call it that, the reaction was instant. But like I said, I still don't feel great. It's been a bit of a crappy day. Body rejected it before things got bad. Bad. Yeah, exactly. Could have been much worse, but it's still bad. Pensive. I don't have a pensive emote. Hopefully we can provide a bright spot in chat. I mean, that's why I'm still here. Because despite the world being on fire and my belly box acting up, I still want to enjoy myself today, even if it's just for 3 hours. Do I think Clanky is a good kisser? Nah, you seen that thing in his face? He doesn't know how to kiss. He'll get in the way. He'll just poke your eye out. But he's perpetually puckering. I can't imagine it, however. That does not mean I am not opposed to the idea. I think I would need to see a demonstration. Do not kiss android trees. You go into a forest one day and then you see a sign that says that. Do not kiss android trees. Do you go home? Or do you take the risk? Gotcha! I thought you were saying I might need to see a doctor. I'm not opposed to the idea, but I might need to see a doctor. You beat True Arena and Triple Deluxe by using Archer's invincibility ducking move. I have not played Triple Deluxe. I'm gonna keep that in mind though. Fist the holograms right up the butt. depends. Are the trees pretty? Some of them are. Some of the trees are lookers, yeah. Have I ever seen the Krakow attack pattern but done with plushies? I have not, no. Hollow doomers. Do they spend their day going on social media and reading about bad news? Yeah, they're always scrolling. Talking about things they hate instead of the things they love. Talking about news that doesn't concern them. Politics from countries that they don't live in. Just all the unhealthy social shit. I just got Discord whipped. That wasn't me fucking around. I'll check that out in a sec once I've defeated Ice Dragoon. Alright, let's take a look at this. Whoop whoop. Alright, I see. How do I... There we go. Mute conversation. Oh, here's the video. Let's watch it together. It's only a few seconds long. This should be fine. Stop. Where am I? You know what? Send these guys the $10,000. This contest is over. He points out that he uses the same attack pattern with no differences. You cannot improve on perfection, I'm afraid. Oh yeah, no, this is exactly what I would have done with my toys too. Definitely. It's like, are you a Kirby fan? Okay, show me Krakow exact attack pattern. There we go. You have guard armor. You have guard armor action figure from Kingdom Hearts 1, and you used it to replicate the boss fight with toys. That kicks ass. I love that. I did similar things, except I didn't really have... The only toy I had from any video game growing up was a Sonic plushie. From 95, I think. So everything else I had that was like toy related was not video game related at all. So if I were to make boss fights, I would like substitute different toys for different characters. So I'd use the Bionicles and just pretend they were something else. Hello! You happy the bosses in this game are less... This is a 3DS game, so bosses are gonna be in the background for 76 years. We need to show off the 3D. I have not played Triple Deluxe yet. That's going to be the next one, though. When I play another Kirby game, I will play Triple Deluxe. Nice! Because I'll need to purchase Star Allies for Switch, because, not that I don't think I could emulate Switch, I just don't want to. It's like trying to emulate the PS4. I think my machine could handle it, I just don't want to. Rather just capture straight from the device. Some machines are just not worth it. Sorry, not some emulation just isn't worth it. Dong 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 dong. There was some news about Saturn emulation not too long ago. Some guy, I forget the username, unfortunately, but it's for a Saturn emulator that has not seen a lot of attention in a long time. I think it's Yamu. I think. I'll have to double check. But the emulation has been getting some interesting stuff to go with it. Unfortunately, don't know off the top of my head, but I was impressed. I think I was reading it. It was either last night or the night before. Because it's so difficult now to sleep, with it being so goddamn hot at night, I usually just spend most of the night just reading articles. Pretty much anything I can get my hands on. And I do remember seeing that. I guess, I don't know, in my delirious state, I was like, okay. But for the life of me, I don't remember the specifics. You're glad the Saturn emulation has gotten good, at least. It's getting there. It's still... Oh. I was a fool, and you were childish. Kurewo asido sudeke. Yeso ga ikata tekedi. Ware ga ii ega o misate. I have a lover you born. Roko ni iwada. Kushitepe on mate ukiyo. Marori. Adashi go mite. Adada wa mega so. Bakamete. Areyo. Dame, dame yo. Ankara. Sige, sugi, sugite. Doedakai. Si we got get demo. That's so frustrating. You're back from an important quest in the city. Cool. What did you do? There's even been some good progress on the FPG-based hardware emulation of Saturn. I didn't know that. That's really good. Yeah, as far as I know, I haven't looked into the new updates. But as far as I know, emulation for Saturn is fine. You can get shit to work, but it's still not as good as the original hardware. And I hope we can get that fixed. Sorry I had to leave. Sorry I had to leave, but I wanted to add, to explain boss battle patterns for our games, I legit record my own hands and use a Mario toy to represent the player. That's fucking cool. I like that. That's a good way of doing it, though. Stop hopping. Bro loves hopping. Saturn games run on the Mister, and people have forked off the core to run the STV arcade games. When am I going to stream Planet Robobot? Fuck, I should get on that. I hear it's really good. I hear it's one of the best Kirby games ever made. I haven't played it myself yet, though. I'll get on it one day. I do need to catch up on all the Kirby games I've missed. And there's not that many I've missed. Because I fell off after Squeak Squad. So, you know, I fell off the moment the Kirby games started to get really interesting. Which is really funny to me. But I'm catching up. I played Return to Dreamland. I played Forgotten Land. I'll play Triple Deluxe. I'll play Star Allies. And as you can see, I'm robobotting. Living in the city, you know. The fuck happened to... There it is. I just realized the tiny screen is gone. I was expecting Kirby lore to a friend yesterday, and the reaction was like, what the fuck? I think Kirby lore is really interesting because you don't expect it. Because you see Kirby, on a surface level, if you just look at a Kirby footage, you just think to yourself, that's a fun little ooba-gooba platformer. You don't expect anything deep or interesting or dark. Not that Kirby isn't interesting, but unexpectedly interesting. Yeah, it's a neat juxtaposition. It's really fascinating. Yeah, I got them both. Kibi, 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 kibi. There's something I really like about Kirby lore, which I think Maybe not a whole lot of people don't really talk about it. It's just that I just want to express my fondness for it. So all of Kirby's, I guess, lore is expressed through Kirby, which is like a well-duh thing. But the reason why I like that so much is because Kirby, as a character, has next to very little input on the situation. Pretty much just lives through it. Whether the character seems to like it or not. And though Kirby always comes out victorious, it's interesting to me that, in a way, we see everything through Kirby's innocence. Because he's just here, defending his home, and being Kirby. Everything else is interpretation. You will never get, like, the villain perspective. Unless, of course, it's scribbled down in lore somewhere. And I find that really fascinating because it's almost like we are also living vicariously through this universe. Fascinated by what the fuck they're gonna do with the next set of lore they're putting out for Forgotten. Also, if Sakurai is gonna do anything too, since he seems to be back on Kirby probably or something. Yeah, he's working on Air Riders. I think Sakurai also said he'll have information to share soon about Air Riders. I don't know what that means. He didn't say anything specific. He was just like, yeah, Air Riders is going well. I'll have stuff to show off soon. No specifics, just simple affirmation of, yeah, it's going well. Which I like. It's not much, but it's nice to hear that Sakurai is confirming that Air Riders is going smoothly. Which we like to hear. We like to hear that. Nice. Kirby is part of a type of game you want to see more of. A platformer that's whimsical but not afraid to get serious when it wants to. I do like that too. Forgotten is very self-contained to you, with the exception of Morpho Knight. I feel like... obviously I can't confirm this. It's just a feeling. But I feel like Forgotten Land is a setup for something. Not necessarily that we're going to go back to Forgotten Land, but I think what happened there is going to be important at some point. Or at least it's going to be like a lead onto like some kind of connection. He isn't back on Kirby, he's just making a new spin-off. Cool. I was very curious about if Forgotten ends up being its own contained story. If it does end up being its own contained story, then fine. I'm okay with that. But there was just so much about Forgotten Land that was just so interestingly bizarre and off-kilter that it would seem very weird that that's the end. We don't get any more connections or any more ties. But it's Kirby, you know, you can't really predict it. Sit your butt down. Air Riders will happen when it happens. Exactly. I don't expect Air Riders to have any lore. I don't even expect it to have many references to other Kirby games. But you would like there to be some references of post-Sakurai games. Yeah. I think we'll get something. It won't be a lot. I don't think it'll be like main lore, but I think we'll get something. You heard that it'll have Kirby? What the fuck? I'm gonna need some source to go over these truth thrice. I wish Kirby was in Smash. Star Allies was the final of that era of Kirby and Forgotten Land. This is the opening of a new area, whatever that means. Whatever that means. I'm excited, though. Pep, why did you go to the city? I know you probably don't want to talk about it, but I'm excited. Living in the city. You know, you gonna keep a dream alive. Everything you see. Kirby is in the next Smash. Should be a mouthful mode attack. That'll be scary. Snooky meant you wish Kirby's moveset was more based on Super... Oh, I see. I beg your pardon. I just saw that I wish Kirby was in Smash, and I was just like, okay. Ok. I wish Kirby. Hi-yo! Hi-yo! You had to locate and buy a Columbo Complete Series box set? Fucking... Just one more thing. Holy... That's good. Did you find him? I guess you did. You said buy and locate. You'd like to love some Smash representation, but wasn't just Superstar. I wish Kirby... You know, it's funny. When it comes to Smash Brothers, I completely disregard any lore relating to the series. And I don't know why. Like, I look at Smash Brothers and I'm just like, all of this is not relevant. And that shouldn't be the case. Columbo in Smash would go hard because he's, oh, just one more thing. And takes out another life. The opponent. Now, Columbo would open a paper bag and start talking about how the player is actually responsible for the murder that he didn't know they committed. Nothing in Smash is relevant. It's fucking cool, though. It's quite the spectacle. When you get home, you should talk about your day. Go, just one more thing. And then pull out the DVD. His final Smash. Just one more thing. I would love... I don't know how many characters you would be able to fit in. But imagine a Smash Brothers game, but it's filled with detectives. So you got Columbo, Phoenix Wright, Hercule Poirot, Miss Marple, I'm pulling a blank. Yagami, Detective Pikachu. Ah, shit! Sherlock Holmes. Professor Layton. Actually, you know what? The roster could be really big. There's no lack of characters here. Plot twist, Columbo will be the Echo Fighter. Detective Pikachu. Sherlock Holmes' special attack is getting himself copyright struck and disappearing from the rest of the match. You win! Game in Detective Smash, you would absolutely main Jenny Leclue. Who was Jenny Leclue? That's new to me. The Detective Penguin from Mario 64. That'd be fun. Now that would be funny. Now that right there, that would be funny. She's the protagonist of her own video game. Completely unaware of this character. I will be looking into that later. This is the one that takes a while. I'm gonna be patient though. Also, Detective Plinko Glonko, a guy you made up just now, but he's in it. The game has great style with visuals and sort of go for a angular look that kind of resembles how the 2000s chapter book would look. Oh, I think I can imagine that. Oh shit, we could have Vector from the Sonic series. Frog Detective! Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oof! Okay, patient time. ROBOBOT is funny because all the bosses have like 36 phases, but at least they don't go into the background often like in Triple Deluxe. You've got a real vendetta against Triple Deluxe, don't you? It's something I've noticed. Booming. You love Triple Deluxe, but you have things to do. I got shit to do. Why is the lava frog in the background for 10 years? That's funny. I haven't played it myself yet. It's gonna make all the sense in the world, isn't it, when I play it? I want a 3D print of this crusty, low-poly Rick. I like Rick. I think he's got a funny face. What do I think of... Wait. What do you think Susie took from DDD to clone him? Probably found a sock or something, I don't know. Wait, DDD doesn't wear socks. I fall for that every time. I want a cursed piece of fan art where DDD's wearing socks. You don't think these guys are forklift certified? What makes you say that? They look fine. Speaking of detectives, there are fun discussions a while back who solved the Kira case. The Death Note one. Who would solve the Kira case? Well, the thing is, a lot of these detectives would have already solved it. Because that's just how they roll, especially Columbo. In the rules of the Columbo-verse, he already knows it's light. It's just, it's the gotcha. That's Columbo's passive power. When you select Columbo as a character, you will already know who the villain is, but the rest is up to you. The Kingler case. Nice. Oh, Sam and Max. Yeah, that would be good. Adrian Monk. He could be in the game too. I don't know who Adrian Monk is. That's new to me. Oh, excuse me. Finding the killer and figuring out how the Death Note works. So all Columbo needs to do is figure out how the Death Note works because of his passive ability to already know who the villain is. He has already got that sorted, so we can spend way more time figuring out what the Death Note is. Do you think he'd be Kong Lumbo in the DK universe? Kong Lumbo. I like that. Okay. Oh, you did it. Can you eat Mias Morus? I'm not going to stop you, but I will be on standby in case anything goes wrong. Because it looks like he's got some pipes and shit sticking out of him. I don't think you can eat those. Yes, Manus is made of poison. See, is that going to be an issue? Yeah, I love poison! There you go. Just like, eat around the metal bits. I don't think you can... I don't think teeth work good there. It'd be like a chicken wing, you know? You just don't eat the bones. The metal bits are crunchy. There's a chart of there's a chart of detectives someone made of who could solve it, and sure enough, Columbo was at the very top of doing both things. The thing is, the way Columbo works in his deduction is he is very adjective, even if it comes in contradiction to his beliefs. So he would not have an issue accepting the supernatural. I think he would be surprised, but it wouldn't stop him. It'd just be, well... It'd just be, well, it turns out that death guards are real. You know... you know, my wife, she loves those movies with those death guards in them. Yeah, my wife told me about this stuff. Exactly, yeah, it wouldn't faze him. He'd just want to get the job done. You know, my wife told me about this stuff. She's really into the occult. Have we ever seen Columbo's wife? Yes. There is one episode where you get to see Columbo's wife for exactly 2.5 seconds. And you don't even see her face. There's an episode where Columbo and his wife are invited to a party. And Columbo references his wife in some regard. Something like, it's like, I'm here with my wife. And he points vaguely in a direction, and the camera turns to the back of someone's head who's standing talking to somebody else. And that's it. That's all you get. Yeah. And she dies. She does not die. That's false. Columbo's wife does not fucking die. Columbo cryptid. The two detectives in Yes Death Note No Finding Killer category were Eddie Valiant and Steve from Blue's Clues. I was not expecting that. Fucking Blue's Clues. She dies in one episode. Nope. False narrative. Whoa! Hello, everybody. I've just arrived. That really is quite a scary attack. That sound effect when he crashes down is really nice. Ding ding ding. Satisfying. Got him. Crazy how this one character became the face of meme rips for a few years. Why? Why is it crazy? Holtman was a huge contributor to Silvergunner lore. Why is that crazy? What do you mean? It's you! Whoa. John Dark Swordman real. Dark Onions, I hope in one of your games there's like a secret boss called John whatever the fuck. I'd like that. Doesn't matter what the context is, as long as it's got John in front of it. Damn, he's just too high. Yeah, whatever. Aha! Yes! Gank spot! Silvergunner in general is crazy, so he's fitting in perfectly. Death Battle, President Holtman versus Stingy from Lazy Town. Oh, Lazy Town. I always get sad when I think about Lazy Town now. You will never get tired of the stupid-ass stock raw noise they use for every boss. It's amazing. You can't believe this game conferred Kirby for Smash. That was wild. Could add a secret trainer, John Trainer, in our Pokemon Direct project. Yes, please. I think that would go very well. It's John Trainer! You're at least glad that Carl Stephenson got to see the joy he brought to everybody. Absolutely, he was cool. I love... I look... A lot of... Okay, so... I base a lot of, like, cartoonish hamminess I do around his acting when he played, Robbie Rotten. Because it was just so fun. Guy had real good time with it, and it felt... It's so cool. Yahoo! The heat killed your Pokemon project motivation. The heat almost killed some of my plants. I had to bring them in again today. Fuck this weather, man. Seriously. What if there was an Italian Sectonia variant and it was called Sectoni? I think you're onto something. I think you're onto a gold mine here. Keep digging. It's Pinkus! This is gonna take a while. Oh! Okay, I'm not gonna take any more chances. Dog eggs. Nice. Very nerve-wracking. I know I'm safe in my block, but it's still, it's... it's very scary. Ah. Hey! You love the fact that Galactic Knight is a secret boss because why the fuck not? But at some point the lore was like, okay, we've had enough of this guy. It's kind of fucked up that the final fights of this game are a completely different game, whereas you can't use stone to save yourself. It's still cool. I hope you like Star Fox, you fucker. I think I can still use the energy bottle. That's why I locked in this entire time. I wanted the energy bottle for this fight. And now I have it, so I better not fuck up. That's an hour down the drain. Joe Musashi believes in you. Oof. Ew! I took 1 damage. Still, the best background for the entire series. It's very beautiful. That was dumb of me. That was dumb of me too. I need to relax. Ugh. Hello. Okay, not bad. I think I'll use the bottle. Oh, definitely use the goddamn bottle as soon as the next fight starts. Excuse me. Oh. I'm trying to think of something to talk about to make this less awkward, but I can't think of anything. I guess come back in an hour? Come back in exactly 1 hour. Hello. Welcome on in. Did you receive... Actually, I don't even know if I can talk about it. Is this the final ROBOBOT? It was gonna be. Monday the stream. Is that the new Sonic character? It'll be called Kirby Finale, then Shinobi 3 for real this time. Rob the gas station. I think this has got to be my least favorite boss. Out of all the ones I've faced, I think this is the least enjoyable. And I think that's only because I'm in stone form. And for this fight to work, DDD needs to get off me. And he's not going to do that. Have I already streamed Revenge of Shinobi? I sure did. The VOD for that should be on my YouTube channel somewhere. Assuming it's still there. How many Kirbys does it take to fix a light bulb? 2? Why only 2? I'm going to assume the other one falls asleep. But if they both fall asleep, then we have an issue. The other one to be a good supportive friend. I don't think Kirby is. Yeah, I didn't touch Cyber. And I haven't played the PS2 games yet. There is the Game Gear games as well. Nice. I don't remember Cyber Shinobi that well. Oh yeah, the goo. Oh. Get out of my body, bonkers. You're a freaking baby. You went to one shop and now you have a headache and you're too tired to work. You're not a baby. You're just... you're just not... You're not... you're just not spry anymore. Who up in their 30s? Raise his hand. Whoop. Big mood. Some days you don't have the spoons to do anything else. Spoons? You have 1 year left till you suddenly grow old. Get into good habits. I'm telling you right fucking now, it's not funny. I was thinking about this a few days ago, when this heatwave started. I remember when I was super small, and I remember just running around. And... you know, just the heat's not bothering. Like, I was aware that it was super hot. And I was aware that... oh, I need water. Oh, I need this. Oh, I need... and as a kid, it didn't really faze me, because it was just like... okay. And you don't think about it when you're a child. You don't think about how resilient your body is to such external factors. And I miss that. I miss not having to, you know, gamble whether or not I should stand in the sun to get some shit done. Now I have to calculate my expenditure to labor ratio. If I can get chores to this done this time this day, then I can do this around about lunchtime, but I should factor in the heat. So I should probably do some indoor stuff then. Then, near later the day when the sun has gone down, I should do some more stuff. At any point, if I feel faint or tired, I should stop, because I'm not in my 20s anymore, and pushing it will make me way too sick to do anything the next day. It does... It's really fuck. And I blame every authority figure for not teaching kids that this can happen to you. There should be a curriculum preparing for middle age. And I'm not even kidding. That should be a thing. Because it came to me as a shock. I was like, holy fuck, the human body is pathetic after a certain age. It's wild. And if anything, I honestly, and I'm gonna say this, I class it as child abuse. If you don't let, if you don't let young people know that this is gonna happen. It's fucking cruel. '30s can't be that bad. It's not that bad. But you start to recognize your mortality at that age. When you're in your 20s, it kind of just feels like, I can do anything. I could eat a whole 12-inch pizza and it won't even faze me. I could run a marathon and not even feel tired. I could stay up all night and do this work and I won't be even tired the next day. If I try to do any of that shit now, the first 10 minutes in, I'm like... Somebody heard it. Somebody said help. When you hit your 30s, you really do have to start looking after yourself. You're not immortal anymore. I can't stress that enough. Those bubbly orange bits that dark matter spits out look really tasty, and I hate that I think that. It shouldn't look tasty. Looks like some kind of yummy gummy. Yeah, gang spot! Got him. I missed a bunch of shit. Context. Spoons are used as an energy indicator in a lot of neurodivergent communities. Spoons. Why spoons? Is there an origin for the reasoning? You just remembered you woke up too early. No wonder you're so tired. You actually got a lot sicker from the heat as a kid than you do now as an adult, even though summers weren't as hot back then. That's interesting. You missed that too. You haven't got to that point yet. You must be on a delay with that stuff, so you've got that to look forward to. You might be one of the lucky ones. Thems do exist. It's like, it's like people who are in their 60s and they go to the gym and they're like, I don't get what everyone's problem is. It's like, shut the fuck up. I smoke 60 cigarettes a day and I'm fine. Breaking news. Every human body is different and has a different body. Ugh. I think it's also important to recognize where your exhaustions lie. Because there's mental exhaustion, physical exhaustion, and emotional exhaustion. And all three of those things can hit you at different times. And it's important to recognize those. You don't want to push yourself too far. You have an egg. You have one leg. You have one egg left, if anyone wants it. Is it hard-boiled? Hands over egg. Gives egg. My eyes went really weird there for a sec. I thought Kirby was invisible for a second. Can I give you an egg in this trying time? Not now, Danny DeVito. I'm in the middle of a crisis. It waddles away. Danny DeVito do be waddling, though. It was done with me. Oh, cool. Wait a minute, is that a fish? Why is he holding a fish? We haven't gotten this statue yet. That's funny. Till the very next day, bam, 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 bam. Danny DeVito comes to the stand and gives an egg to the man running the stand. Sometimes the great sword in Dreamland appears as a fish. Really? Never happened to me. Oh wait, do you mean as the statue? Or in the game? I mean the game Return to Dreamland. I got excited then. I was like, there's a small chance for the Great Sword to be a fish in Return to Dreamland. No, you mean in Return to Dreamland, when you get the super hat, or whatever it's called, sometimes when you use the big sword, the sword attack, and the super sword attack, the sword is a fish. Sometimes it's kind of kitchen cleaner. Oh, I recognize the kitchen cleaver. I don't recall it ever being a fish. Either that or I just wasn't paying attention. Probably that. Oh! Okay, I'm being dumb for no reason. And the explanation for the spoon thing is simply because that's what the person who invented the theory had on hand at the time. And she was at a restaurant explaining it to her friends. That's amazing, I like that. Let's use this humble spoon as a measuring unit. Uh-huh. Okay, here we are again. It didn't take us an hour, but we're here again. Ganba. What is Ganba? Ganbare. Good luck! Ganba. phase 1. Yeah, that's still the same. Okay. Hold on, I saw something in the chat about spreading false lore. Use different spoons to have different parts of the meal. Does this mean blue-haired Konami guy is named Good Luck Goemon? Check the... it's a phrase to wish someone good luck, you think. Gambare means to preserve or to do one's best. So Gambare is that, but as a encouragement. I wasn't spreading false info. I wish I had like a children's cheering plus clapping noise. Yay! And everyone just clapping. Yeah! Oh. The hell? Meta Knight's got the Keyblade? Whoa! Whoa! Secret boss. Oh my god, it's just like Superstar. Oh, look at this. You get pushed. Why did I reactivate such a terrible machine? Oh, it's the same lore. It's same lore again. How come we don't get multiple lore? I wanted to see her again just one last time. How foolish. I should have known. Use the drink. Whoa! Turn into a rock whenever I see anything. I'm not trusting this place. We're fucking... You can hear Holtman's screams in the background. And you deal damage. I do hear it. Do I want a special tip for this fight? Yes, actually. I don't want to have to come back here again. Stone won't shield me from some of these attacks? Whoa, hold on. That looked familiar. Oh! Fucking Sonic Adventure track. Fucking... Holy God. I was expecting it. I don't know why I was expecting something more grand than just victory. Holy crap. The final attack is a... Oh my God, if it touches you. The last attack pushes even the stone off the stage, it will kill you. You fell for it for the first time years ago. Oh, that was so stressful. Blue. Wispy Woods was the last sticker. That's funny. You bloody did it, lad. 92%? What am I missing? Congratulations on being a true gamer. You have beaten maybe the hardest Kirby through arena. Fuck. It's not stickers, I got all 200 of them. See? You saved the world! New Bobsy collection. Yeah, I saw it. Has it got something to do with these? These? Kirby and the Goobo? Has it got something to do with these? Kirby 3D Rumble? The sub-games? Have I got to do the sub-games? You have to beat the mini-games. Oh, at least it won't be as bad as the true boss. You know what? This is fine. I'm okay with this. They're not long. This is fine. Okay, I think I get this. You forgot about the sub-games. This is fine. Oh. Oh, the game crashed! The game crashed. The game didn't like me playing the sub-games. I think it saves automatically. Let me see if I can bring it back. What if the sub-games don't work on emulator? Oh, well, if that's the case, then I guess I'll just count this as a win. Because it's not my fault if the, it's not my fault if the technology's not working. That's not my doing. It's saved, though. No big loss. Let's keep trying. If it keeps crashing over and over and over again, then... Okay, so... Okay, it seems to be whenever I touch that medallion thing, that silver medallion, the game freaks out. It's like, nope. No, 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 no. And don't beat the game, the end. You know what? Yeah, let's... I'm getting rid of these Kirbys. They've been freaking me out. We're just going to look up the bonus and see. We're just going to look up the bonus cutscene. Okay, let's just do that. And we'll call it early. Where's my free tube? By the way, bonus PSA, boycott YouTube's traffic by using an application called FreeTube. You get to view all the YouTube videos that you love, but YouTube doesn't get any of the traffic. It's really funny. Kirby RoboBot 100% cutscene. Absolutely counts. True Arena is the biggest challenge. Okay, here it is. I think. Exclusive performance video. What the fuck does that mean? Let's click this one. Oh, it does both the windows. Is that something we're going to need? Who cares? Boink! Oh, look at that. Look at that showing off. Real hardware ass. Yeah, you needed to do the sub games. Dog Egg Productions. Look at this coast. Adore him so, noble Hulkman, we adore him. Kindly Lord of Time and Space.
Yes, I like this.
Every day we wish him glory. Every day we wish him glory. Gazing on his noble face. Master, crush the competition. In your presence let us stay. Yours is every star and planet. Now and for night, day. Shit.
Keep going, keep going. My ego loves this.
We implore you, dear Hulkman. We implore you, dear Hulkman. Bless our work and be at ease. I think I'm nailing this. Pay and ergonomic seating? What? Pay and ergonomic seat. And how does this go? Give us favors such as these. Very corporate. Oh, we wish for you, our Lord, is that you never lead us wrong. Rule us all benevolent Hulkman. That's why we may all sing our song.
Very good, very good, very good. Very good indeed. I sure hope I don't accidentally try to kill you, Razor.
That kicks ass. What a reward. That's a really fun thing. That's worth the 100%, I think. That's a really fun thing. You get the feeling this was synced up for the Japanese lyrics more? Maybe. Maybe. That kicked ass, though. I enjoyed that a lot. One of your favorite full completion bonuses in games. That is really nice. Sometimes you don't really need much to have like a 100% completion bonus. Sometimes it really is just a fun little video like that really does it. There's another game that does this too. Like, you get 100% and all you get is like a fun little video at the end, but it was still fun. I forget what it is. But that's really nice. That was bloody good.